All right. Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh, Kolo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh, Bahashem, Rachaha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone who rule well and teach well, where we learn his knowledge, wisdom, and truth. From this is Lakamal Kalma from the Virginia branch of Great Millstone back with another lesson. And this morning contemplating on how we need protection from, not against, from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Um, we know the scriptures say. Matter of fact, let me get that right quick. It's a spirit. I was just thinking of what scripture I was going to open up with, and this popped up. Yeah, this is Proverbs 20 and 24. And it reads, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So we know at any given time, uh, we could get put in a situation that we didn't see coming at all. It could be coming from left field because, you know, on a minute level, people think that they actually have free will. You know what I mean? And we don't have free will, man. Every step we take was already put in plans before we even thought we were going to wake up. You know what I mean? Uh, Let me see if I can find this. Give me 1 second. See if. Well, this is good. This is First Thessalonians 5:18. It says, "In everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High and Hamashiach Yahweh concerning you." You know, let me see, Romans 12:2. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High." So we don't have free will. Uh, the Most High has ordained and set up people to be the elect and people to not be the elect. But we have to pray for protection from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that we don't get put in these situations that we can't overcome, because like I said, it's not our will, it's the Most High's will. So I'm gonna grab a couple scriptures real quick. And the first scripture I want to get is Proverbs 3 and 5. I'll bring this out a lot, but sometimes what they say, less is more. This is a milk scripture, but it sticks. It says, "Trust in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding," right? Because once again, we don't have free will. "In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear Yahweh and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones." So moving away from evil, which is the ways of this world, is how you gain protection from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, in a sense. You do what is required of you, and if the Lord seems it fit, He's going to protect you. Point blank. Period. I'll bring it out all the time too. Sirach 4:28. It says, "Trust in thy." I'll get it. Matter of fact, because I don't want to butcher it. Yep, this is Sirach 4:28. It says, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall fight for thee." So, hey, you put your trust in the Lord for protection, and He will take care of you. He said He's not going to give the elect nothing they can't handle. You know. 2 Thessalonians 3:3. Hold on 1 second. 3:3. It says, but the Lord is faithful, who shall establish you and keep you from evil. Who's gonna keep you from evil but Yahweh Bashem Yahushua? Nobody. These pastors aren't gonna keep you away from evil. Big Mama not gonna keep you away from evil. Your homies in the street definitely ain't. You know, they gonna set you down the rabbit hole and get you in more fucked up situations. Excuse my French. You know, so you gotta trust in the Lord, man. Cause what Isaiah 54:17. Let's get that real quick. It says, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh, and that's the Israelites, and their righteousness is of me, said the Lord. Speaking of the elect, you know. So, hey, you follow behind Yahweh Shah, because that's the perfect example of how we supposed to be moving in this world. No weapon will overcome us, you know, not even death. Because, look, even if we do got to taste death, if we be of the elect, we get all the promises on the back end, you know? Romans 8:18, I'll get that real quick. Romans 8:18. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So, yeah, even if we got to go through all type of embarrassment, pain, ailments, stress, lack of funds, whatever, hey, we do what we supposed to do, man. We got something beautiful that we can't even fathom on the other side, man. And that's worth fighting for, man. Isaiah 41:10. It says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Hey, and you know, that's speaking of Yahweh Shah, man. You know, the Lord sits on the right hand. Yahweh Shah sits on the right hand of the Most High, man. So, hey, man, he's the sacrificial lamb, and that is, like I said a few minutes ago, that is the perfect example of how we should be striving to maneuver, because we know he was perfect, but that was the blueprint, I should say, and he's the chief cornerstone. So we gotta remember that, you know. Um, yeah, this is nice too, right here. Psalms 138:7. It says, though I walk in the midst of trouble, thou wilt revive me. Thou shalt stretch forth thy hand against me. The wrath of my enemies in thy right hand shall save me. You know, thy right hand, once again, you know. So, like, even on a small level, like, real quick with me, of course we all sin, we all in the flesh. I try to pray a lot, you know, and I was in a pretty bad car accident a couple days ago. Um, I was at a red light and a lady just ran straight into me full force. But the vehicle I had a tow bar on the back of it. And you know, the water Yahbashim Yashad, that took the brunt of the force. And don't get me wrong, my back is hurting like crazy. I'm sore as can be. But if it wasn't for that tow bar, I believe I'd have been in even worse shape. And that lets you know that we don't have it's not our will, it's the Most High's will. Because I didn't expect to have this vehicle I have, right? Well, it's over with now. It got totaled. But at that time, I didn't ever expect to have that vehicle. And it just so happened. I'm not towing nobody with the vehicle I had. But it just so happened the vehicle I had a tow bar on it. And, the lady's car was jacked up, tore up. I mean, tore up. The whole front was tore up because of that tow bar, but that's what prevented me from getting the full blunt trauma. And the Wadi Bashim Yahshua for that. But hey, man, whatever we go through, the Lord's going to protect us to the point where we can overcome, you know. So, like I said, we need to have trust in the Lord, ask for protection, because it's very important, because we're about to go into even worse in diverse times, you know. A lot of tribulation is coming, so we need to stand on 10. And when I say stand on 10, is stand for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you know. So, you know, I just wanted to get a couple scriptures real quick, and I hope this was edifying. Until the next time, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Raha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone. Kwam Yasha Allah. Shalom.